So this is Jason Lowry. Mike Kawiti standing wide of the ruck for the Maori.
Great Britain will be very, very keen to get into the tackle here. A lot of practice on Friday and Saturday, moving up in the line. And already pressuring the Maori there with losing the ball. The referee wanting the two packs to keep well apart. He wants them further across, asking them to move over.
Tangata puts it in and takes it out for the New Zealand Maori side, and a kick immediately by Kelly Shelford, and a favourable bounce over there for the Maoris as well, as David Watson dives on and knocks it back to Sean Hoppy. So a bit of luck early on for the locals. They've really got Great Britain stretched now, 15 metres out from the line. This is John Lomax, the Wellington prop. Big game against Great Britain in Wellington's win over the tourists midweek. Shelford, Watson, out to Kawiti, a good ball out to Paul Nahu.
Noticeable the Maoris moving the ball again, very, very fast across this back line, really testing Great Britain's defence here. They've got to move in quickly.
Neville Ramsey, hit very hard there, but he got his pass away. David Watson, still 10 metres out.
Big test here for Britain. Can they hold on to this? They do. Good stop there by skipper Mike Gregory. Difficult pitch this, Greg. There seemed to be an uneven bounce on it already.
So Great Britain with the job of running it out of their own quarter now. 0-0 the score. England 10 metres out from his own line. Down the blind they go. Roy Powell.
Great Britain driving the ball away here through the forwards. I think a little difficulty. The very strong wind here blowing off the hills, straight into their faces. Difficult to kick. That's a good one from Derek Fox.
Finding some open spaces.
And stretching Morgan Edwards.
Sean Hoppy got there first, and O'Fire has him right on the halfway line. Like Gregory lending a hand as well. Nahu, he's from the Bay of Plenty, so he knows his ground very well. It's his home ground.
I don't think the Maori will really find much favour here. I think they would be better employed moving this ball wider. This Great Britain pack, 5 test forwards in here, very strong in defence, but tackle there from Roy Powell.
Jason Lowry now, 20 metres inside Great Britain territory. Neville Ramsey trying to find a way through. Gets it back to Harvey, but Schofield is there with Roy Powell. That's the 5th tackle.
Referee telling Britain to get back. That's a good ball. It's dangerous.
Made a mess of it, Biv, but it was safe in the end. It went over the dead ball line. It's Roy Powell. He's only missed one game, but now he's turned it over again.
And again, we haven't gone yet, Great Britain. 6 tackles with the ball. This really is bad possession holding.
Out wide it goes. David Watson can't get away from Darryl Powell, his opposite number, and O'Fire in there as well. Kawaradikau's turned it over. Play on, says the referee. Must have been pretty close to being a knock on that.
It was, but I think both sides, Greg, have been real trouble in playing with this wind, either for it or against it. The ball's being carried in all sorts of positions.
One over the top to nobody. Eastwood picks it up. Has he got the pace to get away? No, it's a penalty to the New Zealand Maori side.
Well, it seems to be a penalty against Martin Dermott, holding a player without the ball. Referee Des Sullivan, very, very insistent on that. I don't think Mike Gregory will get any change out of him, but hard luck there for Paul Eastwood.
Doesn't do the kicking for Wellington, but Morgan Edwards trying to put the first points on the board for the New Zealand Maori side today, and it's straight between the uprights. Fine start by Edwards with his kicking. New Zealand Maori leading by 2 points to 0. So Bobby Goulding packing down as a hooker for Great Britain. But this is Tangata for the New Zealand Maori side, and Aaron Moana.
Great Britain will want to keep the Maori down here. Need good tackle. That's a good run by
David Watson. Watson to open spaces. A great run by Watson. Throws it back inside to one of the Great Britain players who, after that great work, the desperation pass, and Darryl Powell was there to pick it up for Great Britain. Now it's Gibson. Oh, blistering speed there by David Watson.
And again, Greg, I think 3 chances so far to the Maori and 3 chances not taken. They'll certainly be kicking themselves. I would think coach Len Penny's really kicking himself. But this is better for Great Britain now with Keith England.
Offloads to Eastwood. Knockbacks is a referee.
It should be another 6 tackles.
Back to 1 now,
and again,
and a knock-on.
Well, Bobby Goulding a little annoyed at that, but there's no doubt about it. It was a knock-on. Great Britain complaining, but a little slackness there around the play of the ball, and I think it's been apparent in the half-dozen games we've played in New Zealand so far. Good heel there by Tangira. Good battle here between these two halves. They were both man of the match in the Wellington game.
Aaron Moana to the halfway line, but there's no way through there. New Zealand Maori leading by 2-0 at the Rotorua International Stadium. 20 minutes gone in the first half. This is Jason Lowry. Can't find a way through. Shelford down the blind. Nikau. Kawini, quick hands out to Morgan Edwards, out to Aaron Moana. He props, trying to keep it alive. He's going to take the tackle eventually. Gibson and Viv back there. Nikau, Shelford, Tangara. Jeffrey Tangara, back inside it goes to Neville Ramsey. Chris Viv was there to tackle him. That's the 5th tackle, 10 metres out.
This is good rugby from the Maori. They're using the ball, they're using it to good effect, and they're using the pace on the outside. And there's Jeffrey Tangara is in. A try, the first try of the match. The Wellington halfback, Jeffrey Tangara. But it's Morven Edwards with another opportunity. Struck it pretty well. Straight between the uprights again. Oh, he's in fine touch with his kicking today. New Zealand Maori leading Great Britain by 8 points to 0. Goulding, Fox, out to Roy Powell. The big man is held up, 8 metres out. Great Britain time and time again coming back inside, just playing this game, 5 of 6 metres either side of the ruck.
Gary Schofield having a go on his own. He's held up 2 metres out. So that's the 5th tackle. Goulding, the little grubber kick through. Bobby Goulding has been taken out of play. And it is a penalty to Great Britain.
It is a penalty, no doubt about it. Bobby Goulding taken out of play. And surely Great Britain should go for the 2 points.
Paul Eastwood should be able to throw it over from there. Almost in front, and it's right between the uprights. So the first points on the board for the tourists. There's the Union Jack, something for them to wave about now. 8-2.
Interesting to see Gary Schofield in a different role here than he normally plays in Great Britain. Here, distributed from the first receiver.
Well, Great Britain won the ball from the scrum. Gregory knocked it back, according to the referee. So play on, and it's Goulding at dummy half out to England, out to Powell. Great Britain sustaining the pressure.
Sustained
now
pressure.
This is Dixon, a good run. Back to Bobby Goulding, trying to find a way through.
Interesting to see Nicola Goulding there, playing sort of the hooker, come scrum half row. Great Britain got an advantage here, got 2 scrum halves, 2 distributors.
Now Schofield throws a dummy. Gary Schofield, he's got Betts over the top. It's been touched by a Maori player, so now they have another 5 tackles. Back to 1, says the referee, Des O'Sullivan from Wellington. Betts down the blind side. Dennis Betts getting very close. He's 1 metre out.
Strong pressure now on the Maori. 1 or 2 of the pack, I think, just beginning to tire, looking for the half-time. But Great Britain desperate to get these points just 5 minutes to go in this half.
Well, they're keeping it alive. This is Chris Bibb. But his opposite number, Morven Edwards, wrapped him up ball and all. Goulding out to Derek Fox, throwing dummies.
Good cover by New Zealand there. They came in very, very quick. They sensed the danger. The ball was going out to a fire.
Gary Schofield going to have a run on his own again. This is good defence by the New Zealand Maori.
This will be well worth a drop goal, I think. Britain need points. Well, they're not going for it.
The one over the top. And here's Martin O'Fire. Oh, he just couldn't get there.
Oh, well, that was sheer speed from O'Fire. It was well judged. I thought Derek Fox was going to go for the drop goal, but he put that little side footer for the Fire. Just watch this. Cleverly done. He tricks everybody. Little use of the instep. Only a man of a Fire's pace could get there, and the bounce beats him.
Ramsey back inside to Harvey, but Keith England read that one pretty well. Fifth and final tackle. Out to Kelly Shelford, a penalty to Great Britain this time.
And really, that was very, very silly of Shelford, the skipper. The ball was away, nothing was happening. He just pushed him away, and all he's done is put pressure on his side.
Great Britain have used their 2 replacements. There's one of them, Bobby Goulding. The other is Joe Lydon, so Gregory will have to try and see out this match. Now this is Paul Dixon, and a good chance for Great Britain. Roy Powell, 10 metres out. The New Zealand Maori leading by 8-2 after 10 minutes in the second half. Fox down the blind side, Schofield out to Lydon.
And of course the Maori looking for their first ever win. 9 times they played Great Britain, 9 times they've been unsuccessful.
And there's Gary Schofield in with the try. A good run by Gary Schofield. You just cannot give him any room at all, especially close to the line. They stood off him, and the standoff gets the Union Jack waving again. What a great conversion. Straight between the uprights. The youngest ever Great Britain line to tour.
Great Britain putting pressure on here. They've got to use this ball inching nearer, 5 yards now from that Maori line.
Chris Bibb taking plenty of time to play it, and it's a penalty to Great Britain.
Offside, I think. 1 of 2 offside and pushing at the play of the ball. Well, the Maori have been warned about that in the past. Mr. O'Sullivan had warned him once, he told him again, and so a penalty.
Paul Eastwood trying to give Great Britain the lead. No worries with that one, straight between the uprights. The New Zealand Maori now trailed, Great Britain leading 10 points to 8, and we've had 18 minutes of play in the second half. Darren Harris. Switch of play and down the blind side through Ramsey out to Kawiti.
Good tackle there from Paul Eastwood, coming in well, spotted the danger.
4 national selectors here today, so Mike Kawiti is trying to impress them, but I think he's been contained pretty well by this Great Britain defence. Now a chance. This is David Watson. Can he link up with the support? Throws one along the ground. Morgan Edwards has to go back and pick it up. So they were looking pretty dangerous, but it all came undone.
And well covered there by Joe Lydon. He spotted the loose ball. He went after Morgan Edwards, but definitely there was a chance on there from David Watson. I think a lot of work has been done by this Great Britain side on the 2 second rows for the Maori, Nickau and Kawiti. They're not running as freely as I've seen them in previous matches. Mr. O'Sullivan wanting the sides on the 10-metre mark. And he gets them.
Well, there's no one home here for the New Zealand Maori. Martin O'Fire is streaming through. Can Edwards get there first? Martin O'Fire diving for it. Oh, it's touch and go. The referee wouldn't have any idea because he's nowhere near it, and he's ruled it forward. Let's have a look at this one. The referee was nowhere near it.
Well, Martin O'Fire stands in amazement there. Phenomenal speed from this witness flyer. He reckons he got the tap down, but we'll just have to wait and see. Certainly the referee, Des O'Sullivan, he was miles away. I don't think he'd any real chance of ruling on this. Marvin Edwards is third. It's a desperate chase. And, well, does O'Fire or Edwards' hand get there? I wouldn't like to put my house mortgage on that, Greg.
Very hard to see on the replay. So the foreign referee didn't have any opportunity at all. But now they spin it wide, back live, and it's Aaron Moana over on the far side. A let off there, I'd say. Now the New Zealand Maori have got numbers out wide. This is Barry Harvey, the hooker, but a good tackle.
This is a good reply from the Maori. They were under pressure, and the best way to hit back is by moving the ball about and playing rugby. This is exactly what they're doing.
Kelly Shelford got it back. Tangata. Kawiti throws it out to Aaron Moana. He's got Eastwood to beat. Victor Aaron Moana. That's the the fifth tackle, 10 metres out. This is what the crowd want to see. They want to see the New Zealand Maori side playing their traditional game, throwing the ball about. Oh, nearly intercepted there by Dennis Betts. And, well, they should be playing to the referee's whistle there.
Very timely interception there by Dennis Betts. And there's no doubt that if Betts had caught that, I don't think even the Maori wingman would have caught him. But at least it gives the Maori side head and ball here, another 6 tackles to have a go at this Great Britain line. This game really hotting up now.
Great Britain leading by 10 points to 8, 15 minutes of play remaining. Now a chance for the New Zealand Maori side, but good defence there. That was Joe Lydon that moved up quickly on Kelly Shelford. Tangata, down the blind side they go. David Watson, now he's going to switch it back to the open side, trying to link up with the support. Roy Powell's there to tackle him. So the Maori not going forward at the moment, but now it's Barry Harvey.
Well spotted by Barry Harvey there. The gap was there behind the play of the ball. And the Maoris now the best period in this second half. That's what we're saying.
No, it wasn't. It was Nickau. Out to Nahu. The 4th tackle.
And the crowd really getting behind them. Shelford, good long pass. That's good play from Watson.
And now he's in try. He's on the front line. He's in his corner.
Oh, yes. Tremendous rugby there from the Maori. And Alan Moana scores his 2nd try.
David Watson to play it. Kawera Nickau, the little kick over the top, but straight into the arms of Gary Schofield.
Good cover by Schofield there, acting as the sweeper.
He reads the game so well. Dixon. No nonsense second rower. Very seldom does he shine, but he certainly gets through plenty of work.
Great Britain playing a much tighter game, a much closer game around the rucks than the Maori. The next 12 minutes will prove which is the more effective.
Double round there with Mike Gregory and Fox, who'll play it 10 metres inside the New Zealand Maori side of the field. And now Gregory from dummy half gets it back to Bobby Goulding. Has a little bit of a dart up the middle himself, the 5th tackle. Back to Joe Lydon. The midfield bomb by Lydon. Marvin Edwards is back there, and he makes a mess of it. And a chance now for Great Britain. Derek Fox, he had a man outside. Back to Schofield, over the top. Dennis Betts will score in the corner. That's a good comeback by Great Britain.
That's good opportunity there from Dennis Betts. And
Paul Eastwood moving in. Straight between the uprights. Is there such a thing as a difficult conversion attempt for Eastwood? Great Britain leading now by 16 points to 12 at the Rotorua International Stadium. Great Britain on their own quarter line. Now Gary Schofield.
less than 2 minutes to go. Schofield knows that he's got to put this ball well away from the Great Britain line.
And a good run by Morgan Edwards. The chasers weren't there on that occasion. So the New Zealand Maori still in with a chance now.
Time ticking away.
35 metres out from the line. Shelford, there's a big line-up. Back inside it goes to Nickau. He can't free his hands. Held up midway between the halfway and the quarter line. Darren Harris, oh, he's put it down. He covers it, but the damage has been done, and so the scrum will pack down with a Great Britain feed.
That could prove the crucial knock-on of this game. Coming into just a minute to go now here in this match. Great Britain just that 4-point lead, 16 points to 12. And the Maori got to get a try and a goal. Derek Fox will be keen to feed this scrum.
And he takes it out. Hands it over to Mike Gregory. Look at the skipper. What a great run. Gets away from Morgan Edwards. Where's the support? He's going to take the tackle. No, he gets it over there to Eastwood. And what a great final try by Great Britain. Put it down to the skipper, Mike Gregory. And good finishing over there by Eastwood. Well, marvellous play. Well, the children are on the touchline, ready to race on and get some autographs. It's almost full time here. And this is Paul Dixon.
And this has been a good win by Great Britain. The Maori have played very well. There is the hooter ground.